Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Good Morning Football Weekend.
Let's go!
We're bringing the NFL to Saturday to get you ready for all of Sunday's action.
He can put the ball anywhere he wants to put it.
Good Morning Football Weekend, tomorrow at 9, only on NFL Network.
This is GMFB. We're coming to you live from NFL Film. So excited about Week 17. We'll finally know what the entire NFC playoff picture looks like concretely after it all wraps up on Sunday, New Year's Eve. And then we'll, of course, be there with you on New Year's Day morning, breaking it all down. But for right now, let's size up the 7 NFC teams that we could see in the postseason with a game that we like to call, say it with me, guys, Name
That Team!
Here's how it works. I have a couple categories, and each of you will hold up, and you can show them these beautiful
These are pretty cool.
cutouts
These are
that we have,
updated logos, by the way.
Updated logo.
They better be.
We got grief for logos? What happened?
We had a defunct Jaguars logo, and they didn't appreciate it. Everything's coming up Jags this year. We should get it right.
Love Jagually. Right. All right, and you guys lift up the team that you think corresponds best to the category that I dish out. Let's start with a pretty tough one here. 4 of the top 5 rushing offenses are in the NFC. I want to know which NFC playoff contender of the 7 that you have available to you has the best run game.
Okay, best run game.
Who is the best run game?
Okay. All right. It's supposed to be Atlanta because they have Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. But it's not. It's the Los Angeles Rams because Todd Gurley has been playing out of his mind. 19 touchdowns. He does everything. Last week, he was the best running back in the NFL and also the best receiver in the NFL. So, you know, there's a ton of teams that do it by committee. This young man is doing it by himself, so I'm going with Todd Gurley. This is why this question is good.
Go right ahead.
Gurley is amazing, but come on now. I mean, give me the fleur de lis. Do you guys know the combination known as Jim Otis and Terry Metcalf?
Tell me more.
Jim Otis and Terry Metcalf were members of the 1975 St. Louis Cardinals. It's the last time 2 tailbacks went to the Pro Bowl together, and here we have it again. Kamara and Ingram, angry, exciting, elevating. They do the entire package. I love me some Todd Gurley, but I'll take 2 instead of 1. Look at that, man. Go. Give me the Saints.
Big spot. I'm going with Kyle. I'm going with them Saints. I got to say, we talk about complete run game. I know Gurley's the best player in football this season. He's my pick for the MVP. But Ingram, Kamara, they're doing things that we have not seen from a running back duo since, like Kyle said, the 70s. I'm going with these guys.
I love it. 2 for Saints, 1 for Gurley, who might be the MVP.
Yeah, it's
2 Pro Bowlers, though, in New Orleans. Next up, guys, we are bound to see some game-changing wide receivers in the postseason. I want to know which NFC contender has the best wide receiving core. Nate,
all right. Well,
you were on watch.
Once again, it's supposed to be the Atlanta Falcons. You got, some would say, the best receiver in football, Julio Jones, Sanu, and Taylor Gabriel. But it's not. It's the Minnesota Vikings. You know, I have to give credit where credit is due. Adam Thielen is playing unbelievable at such a high level. One of the best route runners this game has seen. Tight end play is tremendous with Rudolph. And then Stephon Diggs, who might have the best cleats in all of football, plays very well when he's healthy. So these 3 guys, along with this system and this offense, after Cook went down, everybody kind of wrote these guys off, but they didn't do anything but improve. So I'm giving credit to the Vikings, man. Skol Vikes.
Who's got the best receivers in the NFC? It's these guys. And whether they've played the best this year or not, this is the crew. And at some point, I want to slap them around and say, let's wake up. Let's go. We need what we had from last year. Julio is unreal. Sanu is maybe the best number 2 last decade. And then when we talk about Taylor Gabriel as your X Factor, Mr. Turbo. All right, Falcons, it's Week 17. You haven't played like we've expected.
I know nostalgia is so hot right now, but you're going to Turbo on this right now?
I'm going to Turbo.
What year is it? We're ending 2017, not 2016.
Guess what, Kay? They've got 1 week left to get into the playoffs, and then they've got 4 games they got to win, and they can right last year's wrongs. I still believe the Atlanta Falcons are the best wide receiver group in all of football and in the NFC.
Can I just say, Julio's highlights are so stupid.
So crazy.
They're offensive. Looking at him. What is he doing? Here we are at NFL Films. We got all these great canisters of tape. What? There's nothing like that in that whole room in there.
So
all right, it's ridiculous. All right, I'm maybe not the best, but I'm going with my favorite. I'm going back to the well. Give me the law firm. I'm going back to the well. Ron Rivera, there he is. Peter, tell us one more time. These are my guys. What are their names?
We know about Devin Funchess, but how about Russell Shepard, Kalen Clay, Brenton Burson of Wofford, and my man Mose Frazier? That is the Panthers wide receivers group going into the playoffs.
They're already being called the misfit group. They're kind of a thing. You can see if they start winning, that is going to be one of those things that gets picked up.
I will say this. They went 15-1 in 2015 without Kelvin Benjamin. He was hurt, and it was a bunch of guys. It was Ted Ginn, and it was guys that not everyone knew. Bretton Burson was in that group also. And they made it to the Super Bowl with a wide receiver group that might not be as flashy as Thielen and Diggs, or Julio, Sanu, and Gabriel.
I will say this, we give so much respect to Russell Wilson for being Atlas and holding the weight of the world on his shoulders, right, and him being the leading rusher. Cam's the leading rusher. Cam's doing it with the law firm of receivers. Devin Funchess, they get rid of Kelvin Benjamin, and they are in the thing. Cam deserves some...
That's what I'm talking. Good call.
All right, next up, let's talk about the fans. Oh, we love talking about fans. You guys are part of the show, and you can tweet us at #GMFB. Nate, which NFC contender has the biggest home field advantage? I'll go to Kyle on this one.
Okay.
You guys have 7 panels of NFC teams likely to be in the postseason.
All right. Let's just get it. I got the fleur-de-lis again. Shout out to you, Whistle Monster. Now listen, the Eagles have not lost at home, right? Okay, right. They have not lost at home, and I get that. But they almost lost last week to the Raiders. The Saints lost at home was 3 months ago to the New England Patriots. It's ancient history. They got a guy dressed as the Joker.
They got Jarius.
They got Jarius. They got it all. Whistle Monster, you're my guy. The Saints in the Superdome. That's my...
All right. Well, once again, with that shiny brand new stadium, it's supposed to be Atlanta. Hey, but it's the Philadelphia Eagles.
The link?
And yeah, I'm going with the link just because I've played there and I know what it's like. And just from a pure fan perspective, they are the most vicious. You have to fight and earn the respect of your opposing teams. But aside from that, the conditions here on the East Coast, and no lie, this is autobiographical. My hair is literally falling out because it's so brittle because of the cold weather. It's going to be freezing if you get out there in those conditions up against Philly. That is old school football.
Haven't lost at home this year.
So I'm going with Philadelphia. You have to deal with the elements and then the fan base, not to mention a red-hot Philadelphia Eagles.
Only undefeated team at home this season, as Peter just said. And I think that they won this all over when we were at the draft.
Oh, yeah. That was
rabid. Nothing like it.
Nate, I know a guy, Brian Urlacher, and I know Dion, if you need some hair issues.
Anyway, all under that wood hat?
That's it. I don't know.
Is that what's going on?
We can get to
I still got a little bit left to
Just check any billboard in Chicago. Urlacher's got you. Here we go.
You know, Nate loves plugs.
Plugs.
Mitchell and Ness, what's up?
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings, and there is an outside chance that the Vikings, they will host not only a divisional round game, but if the Eagles lose that divisional round game, they'll host the NFC Championship game, and then, oh yeah, they'll also host the Super Bowl. Let me give you a quick little story about the Vikings' home field advantage. I did their game in Week 3 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs are on offense, and Jameis Winston's under center, and you cannot hear, you can't even hear him whisper because it is so loud. They are rocking. Then Case Keenum goes under center, and the Vikings are on offense, and it's silent.
Crickets.
You can hear a pin drop.
Perfect crowd.
It's like they are so disciplined. They're football savvy. But they know when the offense is at work,
let them work.
We are silent. We want him to be able to hear every call, every audible, everything. But on defense, the other quarterback can't pay attention. If they somehow get that home field advantage, the Eagles lose in the divisional round, and there's a chance they do. We don't know. I mean, they're going to likely play a team, either the Saints or Panthers. It could happen.
Right.
These guys get home field.
Oof.
Watch out for their home crowd to just propel
I like
them.
that.
I've heard you talk about this before, like in meetings and just in the hallway and stuff. Why is that such a non-story around the league? Why is it so? It's not popular.
It's just an educated fan base that have been playing in a dome.
Like, why doesn't anybody know that? Like when you told me that, I was surprised by that, and I've never been there.
They're dome savvy, right? Dome savvy is the word. They've been in the Metrodome for years. They know.
You always hear in baseball that the Cardinals are the smartest fans in baseball.
Yes, that's right.
Right? But I guess maybe the Vikings are the Cardinals of the football league.
The Vikings are all the Vikings fans are in Mensa. There you go.
And here come the 31 teams tweeting at the Shrigs right now, like, shut up. Smarter than them. Last but not least, guys, name that team. This one's tough to measure.
Okay.
But you know when you see it, I feel like. Which NFC contender has the most panache, moxie, swagger?
Step in my office.
Step in Kyle's office here. Peter, who you got?
I got these guys. The Saints are doing some fun stuff this year on the field. I'm going to be able to see them in person this weekend in Tampa, and I can't wait to see that defense. This is not common in football. That is not 11 guys. That's about 100 guys posing for photos.
I love it.
They are rocking on the black on black. They are so cool this year, whether it be Kamara, whether it be Ingram, or whether it just be this defense. And everyone knows about Marshawn Lattimore, but I'm looking at 94. Cam Jordan. I feel like the captain is the man in the middle there for them. And this team is so fun. And once they get that home field stuff going with that crowd in New Orleans, they're playing for the entire city. I think they have the best swagger in football, not to mention maybe the most experienced quarterback going into the playoffs.
All right. Well, it's supposed to be Atlanta coming off the Super Bowl. I mean, it's Atlanta, Sheldon. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're supposed to be the one team. We just saw the special with Atlanta, right?
Remember Atlanta, Obi-Wan. Hey, look over Nate's shoulder. It's like from the Force world.
Did he get a single again?
Bill Belichick's like, what'd you say about Atlanta?
Do that Atlanta joke one more time.
Okay,
but listen, we just saw the special about the 90s Atlanta team and that, like, ultimate swagger. And I thought coming off the Super Bowl with the talent they have and Atlanta being hot in hip-hop right now, it might be them, but it's the Panthers, period. Listen, in 20 years, there's going to be a digital dictionary, and the word swagger will be followed by 20 pictures of Cam Newton.
Okay. There already is a digital dictionary. I went to the Urban Dictionary this morning, looked up swagger. They say how one presents himself to the world. Example sentence, Denzel has swagger in all his movies. Denzel is cool. He's not posing for photos, doing parties. I like these guys.
Okay.
And I keep thinking of that.